probably started. All right, so I would like to call the meeting to order. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Kristen Kambenzi,
Here.
Jennifer Ray, Jason Zadunik,
Here.
Jennifer Cliff, Cheryl Maddox Smith,
Here.
Cassidy Thomas.
Here.
Eric Smith.
Here.
Okay, I would entertain motion to approve the agenda.
We'll make a motion to approve the agenda. Support.
Okay, motion made by Mr. Zdenek, support by Mr. Smith. All those in favor? Moving on to the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mrs. Kambenzi, and thank you to Mr. Crunkleton and the alternative school staff and students for hosting us this evening. Seems like an appropriate venue for the night before the election. And I want to go ahead and invite Mr. Crunkleton up to the podium to tell us the latest at the alternative school.
Welcome, thanks for coming. May the fourth be with you. Just kind of on it. I'm not going to talk much tonight. You all have heard me talk about my program endless times. A few things I want to point out that are going really well. We got a new hive of bees, right? So they're right there. Since you were last here, we have $78,000-ish worth of solar panels on the roof on the south side of the garage. They're cranking on a day like this, so that's pretty cool. Aaron LaValle just went down to the Michigan Alternative Education Conference and spoke about our program, and I had the honor to watch that and listen, and our students beamed in from Marquette down to Traverse City. And then I watched alternative high schools from all over the state. There's hundreds and hundreds, right? There are 300 educators at this conference. Flock to Aaron to learn more about what we're doing. We're an anomaly in alternative education, we really are. And a big part of that is continuous support from you all. We're able to create a program that really provides an alternative environment to the traditional learning environment of a large school, and then allows kids to really blossom in a manner that meets them. That makes sense. So before I move forward, one more thing. Kim is organizing the Run for the Trees 5K. We're running a 5K Friday out of the island. The whole school takes part in that. It's the Bob Ross Run for the Trees 5K. So what time does that start?
10 o'clock start time.
10 a.m. If you're looking for something to do at 10 a.m. on Friday, and you want to run with 100 plus students, come on out. Run, walk, cry, whatever you want to do. Cindy, we're gonna honor very soon at another board meeting, but wrapping up, how many yearbooks have you made?
Oh, well, 140 times 20 some years, so a
Yeah,
lot.
incredible. In our publishing class, we do our yearbook in-house. But enough about that. I really wanted to have students speak to you, so we're just gonna briefly talk about what we've done. I've invited 2 students that have been with us since their freshman and or sophomore year that I watched really bloom. The first student's Violet Madsen. Violet, come on up. Violet came to us halfway through freshman year and is currently dual enrolled and an amazing student. So Violet Madsen.
Hi everyone. So my name is Violet Matson. Like Krunk said, I moved here halfway through my freshman year. I moved here from MSHS because while I was there, I felt very unseen. I didn't really fit in with the others, I felt, and I fell behind pretty badly. I wasn't doing good with my grades. But when I moved over here, the support that my teachers had given me through all the years I've been here has been amazing. I'm so grateful for this program and everything they've done for me. I've had high highs and low lows, but they've been there through all of it. And while being here, it's led me to some amazing opportunities, such as I've done the yearbook for the past 2 years. I've been in charge of the ads, so I go around, I make them, I create them, I call the businesses and get it all organized. I've done a few field trips here. We, in March, February, we went ice skating at Lakeview Arena, and I planned that whole thing. I called, got it all organized. I graduated early. That was a big accomplishment for me. I was very nervous about that. And then I also am in that dual enrollment through Bay Mills. And I don't think I would have had those opportunities if it wasn't for moving over here. And I'm so excited for my future, and because I am starting early education courses at NMU in the fall, which has been my dream since I was little. And I'm so happy that I was able to accomplish that through this school, because I don't think if I was over at MSHS still, I would be where I'm at right now. So, thank you.
Next up, Quinn Adams. Quinn came to us freshman year as well, and has wrestled, played football. Well, I'm sure you're gonna talk about this, but it's kind of bittersweet, right? You guys have been in education, you have children, but like watching where our students have come since their freshman year to where they are now, it's a great privilege to get to see that. So Quinn Adams.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So I came to the school after the first semester of my freshman year, because at that time I was failing a lot, and I just wasn't getting the help I needed in an environment that just wasn't built for me, and I didn't succeed in that environment. So I arranged a meeting with Crunk, and that decision was probably like the best decision I've ever made academically, because since coming here, my experience has been completely different academically, and that's for the better. I've been able to maintain the best grades I've ever had in my career, and I never thought I would be able to accomplish something like that. I'm very proud of myself for that. And but it's not just about grades though, because I've met some of the best people I've ever met, and some of them are in this room right now. And so I'm really grateful that I've had the opportunity to meet such people and share such conversations and experiences with them. This place has also helped me grow in a lot of ways as a person too. I've matured in a lot of ways. I see things differently. I don't just see things at like face value. I like to ask a lot of questions, and this place has done nothing but support that. I've never been shut down for asking a question, and it's really awesome. I love this program because of how it's structured and how everything flows. It actually sets people up to succeed and truly discover themselves as an individual. And if it wasn't for this school, I wouldn't have been able to complete things such as wrestling and even be on track to graduate. And so for me, it wasn't just a school change, it was the change that, the decision that changed my life for the best. And so for that, I'm able to go to NMU and proceed my career from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Crunkleton, Violet, and Quinn. That was very, very wonderful to hear. So I'm actually gonna hand it back off to Mrs. Cambenzi, and then I'll take it back for the last part of the superintendent report, but Mrs. Cambenzi is gonna handle the next section.
Okay. Probably just do that for me.
Yeah.
All right. So next we will be honoring our student school board representatives. Thanks to our student school board representatives this year, Elle DeBolt and Eleanor Sweener. Both Elle and Eleanor are Marquette Senior High School Student Council ombudsmen. Elle couldn't be here today. She's actually starting a new job with me. I will bring her stuff with me later. So Elle DeBolt is the daughter of Matt and Marla DeBolt. and is a senior at Marquette Senior High School. In addition to serving as a student council ombudsman for the last year, Elle is also a member of the cross country and alpine skiing teams. She is the vice president of the National Honor Society, a 3-year student council member, and the vice president of MSHS Business Professionals of America. She is dual enrolled student at Northern Michigan University, where she is studying macroeconomics. Outside of school, Elle enjoys working out, hanging out with her friends and family, and being outdoors. She received the Student of the Week award at MSHS in September. Elle will be attending Michigan State University this fall to major in supply chain management.
And Kristen, it's Eleanor Stevenson. My apologies. That's a typo
Oh.
on my part.
Okay, sorry. I'm just reading off the script. Sorry about that.
Typo on the script on my part.
Oh, sorry about that. So we just received word that Eleanor Stevenson, oh my goodness, and I know it's Stevenson's, has been elected to be the student council president for 2026, 2027. So congratulations, Eleanor. Eleanor Stevenson is the daughter of Dan and Jessica Stevenson and is a junior at Marquette Senior High School. In addition to serving as the student council ombudsman for the last year, Eleanor is a 2-year student council member, a member of the National Honor Society, the secretary of the Parent Teacher Student Organization, the vice president of Thrive Mental Health Club, and the president-elect of the MSHS Health Occupation Students of America. Outside of school, she loves to spend time with her family and friends, go out to eat, swim, and go on hikes. Eleanor received the Radio Results Network 906 Strong Student of the Week in September. Additionally, she placed first in the behavioral health at HOSA Regionals and qualified for the State Leadership Conference. Since she is a junior, she has not yet started applying to colleges and plans to go into the medical field and major in neuroscience. On behalf of the school board, I would like to thank Elle and Eleanor for the valuable input that they provide at our meetings. And so I have, oh, you're gonna need to fix this too.
Oh. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Oh.
So we'll get that fixed. And for you there. And we do greatly appreciate our student council representatives that bring us information of what's going on in the schools and really enriches our board meetings. So thank you so much for being a part of it this year.
Agreed. Thank you, Mrs. Cambenzi, and thank you, Eleanor and Elle, who couldn't be here this evening. I'm actually going to give Eleanor a chance to speak tonight, along with Pavel McCutcheon. So Eleanor and Pavel, I'm not sure exactly what order you're going to be presenting, but I'm going to go ahead and get your presentation up on the screen here while you're preparing. See if I can. That works.
All right, so this year, the MSHS Student Council has had a very unique opportunity to work with school board members, Media Brew, and Myron Construction on the school board bond campaign. This year, we have conducted student polls and hosted listening sessions to identify points of pride and areas of need within our school. We have also brought people from the community into our student council meetings to get input just from all the parties. We have also toured Bothwell and our own school to document structural and environmental challenges, and we got the opportunity to see a lot of things that we haven't ever seen before, even when going to these schools for all of our lives. We also worked with, as I said before, a bunch of people from Myron Construction and Media Brew.
Yeah, I'm Hal McCutcheon. I'm the Vice President of Market Senior High School Student Council. So over the course of the past few months, with the bond proposal, we developed and recorded multiple radio public service announcements. I don't know if anybody's heard those, but Nate Wood and I, the current president, we sat down at Media Brew Communications with Roger Lauren and developed a couple scripts to say over the radio. And we've also interviewed school and community stakeholders, so different people throughout the community that have backgrounds in education and different influences throughout the community. And we also got to film, edit, and produce student-led videos, including Hilda Bowl created one for Bothwell. We went to tour there. I helped create one with Chris Masano, our assistant principal. And Addison Gregorish, a freshman representative on the student council, got to interview her grandpa, Joe Meiskins, former MAPS teacher, principal, and board member. So these are 3 great videos. You definitely see a lot more of the nitty-gritty than you see on a daily basis, all the stuff that's interior to the buildings, that stuff that was new to me and different people throughout the community. So I think these videos are very powerful and very informational. So if we show those, that'd be great. So first off, this is Elda Bowl when we toured Bothwell. This is a quick little video of some interviews and some clips.
So from a standpoint of the challenges we face on a regular basis, is the upkeep. Maintaining this building at this level is exhausting our resources, our money, and so if we can, the idea of getting a new facility allows us to put our focus on other items within the district rather than, great on Bothwell or other things going on in our district that need to be fixed. We just want this place we want the students to come here and appreciate the building. Middle school is often the toughest time for the kids. And we have the staff that we exhaust all our resources in order to make this the best experience that we can see. And it's not easy.
Okay, right in order?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. And then this one I worked on with Chris Masano. This took a lot of time and effort, but very proud of it and how it turned out. So
imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea.
I don't know what's happening.
Just skip the ad.
Hey Zach, go back to the last tab. I think it auto-played.
So the bond is an attempt to raise money to help improve the district facilities and the needs that we have throughout MSHS or MAPS. And the hope is to leverage enough mills to raise $60 million or to supply the district with $60 million to help those projects.
Where will the money be allocated at this moment?
So the money is allocated or the projects that are planned cover everything you can think of. We have anything from renovations in the cafeteria, the library, classrooms, facilities, whether the athletics or the arts. I believe, the facility committee or the building and grounds committee that meets to talk about this has worked with engineers through IDI and GEI, and there was a separate audit done by the state, and through those companies and through those avenues, they identified areas that need to be improved in the building. And then obviously there's feedback from our staff and community members about those needs as well. And so from all of that feedback and information, the committee looked at all of it and said, okay, we need to focus on this project, and then try to allocate the money to do and cover as many projects as possible.
What are some issues that you and your staff face on a daily basis, teachers and custodians, that could be resolved with that?
A lot of the stuff on the daily basis that would affect our staff and students would be stuff that people don't even see. So, the fact that our boilers are not working and functioning properly. And so, how it affects, I can tell you, my custodians, So when a boiler shuts off, an alarm goes off, the alarm company calls, and then we all, myself, the custodians, one of us has to come into the building and check on the boiler, get it turned back on, or problem solve to figure out what's going on. And this happens weekly. I think just being able to get the infrastructure functioning so that people can focus their time and energy on educating students and improving the quality of education for students and the facilities in which our students are in all day, it would be the biggest impact, I think. And obviously, it's nice to see the upgrades. Like, I don't think anybody in the athletic world would be sad if the basketball floor got redone, or in the, you know, if we were able to upgrade some classrooms with new furniture or technology. Those are all things that are going to help immensely. But I think the biggest impact would really be on the stuff that people don't see. Just being able to properly heat the building, you know, fix some of the pipes that are just leaking in the basement right now. That those types of things are probably the biggest impact. Yeah, you bet.
All you gotta do is write
retired maybe 6, I took over forever.
Well, yeah, you gotta go from building to building.
The legacy guy.
Well, my brother from 82 to 98, my brother John, and he
Note that the furnace needs to be replaced, or the windows need to be replaced, or the door, or the roof. And I think that's the position we find Market Area Public Schools to be in now, that bigger changes need to be done. I went through Bothwell on the tour, and I was glad that I did. I spent a couple of years there as an assistant principal. And many of the things still look the same. Many of the things that look the same need to be changed and updated. And it's time that we go and do that.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for answering my questions today. And remember, the bond proposal is May 5th. Please vote.
That it?
Yep.
All right, well, thank you so much, Pavel and Eleanor. It's really been a pleasure to have our students so engaged in this process. It's all about the students, and I've really considered this their district and their proposal. So thanks again for all the support, both of you. That is all I have for tonight, Mrs. Cambenzi. It's all yours.
All right, thank you. So moving on to the Student School Board Representatives Report.
All right, so for academics, we have AP exams going on this week and next week. And our seniors' last day is May 22nd. And this week is also Teacher Appreciation Week, so thank you to all the teachers out there. For arts, we have an orchestra concert today and a band concert tomorrow. For athletics, we have golf, soccer, and tennis going on today. And tomorrow we have golf, track, baseball, and softball happening. Thanks to that, Student Council is working on. We're really looking forward to the election tomorrow, and we encourage everyone to go vote. Every vote counts. Last week we had Student Council presidential elections. This week we're voting on the rest of the executive board, including the people that will be sitting here next year. And representative elections are to follow in the next few weeks. And unfortunately, Elle can't be here, but me, Elle, and the Student Council put together gifts for all of you guys for doing all you do. So that's all for my report, but you guys can keep going while I pass out everything.
Sweet. With that, the gifts.
Thank you. Comments from the public? Moving on to board member comments. Mr. Smith?
Thank you. Just a couple of things. Of course, tomorrow is our bond vote, and we're encouraging everybody to get out and vote. It's important because we want to make sure that our district is well represented, and having more people vote is the best way to ensure that. I'd also like to thank all of our both of our student representatives this year. They've done an amazing job. And the students today who presented
and talk to us about their curriculum and the things, the path that they're embarking on to be successful. It's just really amazing to hear your stories, and thank you for sharing them. We wish you the best, and we know that you're going to be successful, and a good part of that is just the solid foundation that you're building now. So good job, and we appreciate your willingness to come and share that with us.
Thank you. Ms. Thomas?
Thank you, Mr. Crunkleton and the alt for having us tonight. Thank you to Quinn and Violet for talking with us and sharing your stories. Thank you, Eleanor and Elle, for your service all year, and then Eleanor for your presentation tonight. And Pavel, thank you very much. I think we've said all that needs to be said about the vote tomorrow. Again, encourage everybody to get out there and vote.
Thank you. Mrs. Maddox-Smith?
Yay, my turn. Thank you, Crunk, for the great presentation. Of course, my favorite part was having the kids talk, because you've created a culture here of education that is amazing. This alt rocks, and it's not just our county or community that I hear it from, but I hear it when I go to Lansing to conferences. And I don't have enough good things to say about it. Yeah, like the kids' testimonies was amazing, from solar panels to bees to dual enrollment to, you know, just non-traditional learning and, you know, taking our kids where they need to go. It's amazing. This is an amazing school, and I love coming here. I think it was Violet and Quinn. Thank you so much for having the courage to get up and tell us about it. You know, because it's a big deal to get in front of the school board and talk. So thank you. It's a part of your journey as you move on in life and mature, but doing that in high school, I would have been just frozen. So thank you guys for doing that, and that was amazing. That's the kind of feedback that we're looking for as a school board. And our student reps, oh my gosh, Alan, Eleanor, amazing. I've loved your input every board meeting. You guys give us the lowdown on what's going on in the school, and I love how involved you are. I just can't say enough. Our students that did the videos, I've had them on my Facebook every day. I just keep replaying them because they're amazing. I probably couldn't have done that. You guys did it, and thank you. Thank you for caring about our schools. I mean, I think that our school is a family, and I absolutely loved that caveat at the end of the video. We are a family. We're a community, and a community breaks to a family, and that's amazing. That's what everyone needs to hear and feel valued. So thank you so much. I encourage everybody to vote tomorrow. However they vote, exercise your right, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Mrs. Cliff?
I have to tell a quick story. The year was 1989, and my district had just failed to pass a millage, which is not going to happen tomorrow. And the superintendent and the high school principal pulled a bunch of you guys into an office and said, hey, you got to help us. We got to get this thing passed. And so tasked with that, a bunch of us went out with cameras like this big, and you click them. You cannot see what you take a picture of until you develop the picture. Anyways, we did that, and we put then you had to put them on this carousel of slides. On top of that, we wanted sappy music that would really inspire people to play behind the images. So you had to take one tape player and another tape player, and you had to have this one play sappy music and push record on this one so you could make something called a mixtape. And then you put two students up in front of a screen in front of like Rotaries and multiple clubs, and one kid would push click to get the pictures to go through, and the other kid would push play for the music. But we got that thing passed. And like Superintendent Sedgwick, we were told it was you guys that did this. My whole point is you had a much easier job. In 1989, okay? That was the entire point of that. So stay humble. You guys, our student reps are great. Thank you. Congratulations on presidency. And of course, I've said it before, this school is really, really special to me. I love the fact that kids come here for so many different reasons. And the reason my kid ended up here was a very specific reason, different than any of the ones I've heard stated before. But I loved what you said about asking questions. And I don't know, my child does not ask questions. She tells people what she thinks way too much, but she does not think of the way her peers think. And she was interested in things that her peers weren't interested in. And that made it hard for her to, she had lots of friends, but that made it really hard for her. She valued things that her peers didn't, and she looked very different than her peers. And I didn't know what to do with her. And there were some people that were not so nice to her. But she came here, and I've said it before, she truly, one of the reasons I think she's still alive is because she's here. Yeah. And here she's able to talk about things with teachers, particularly, I'm talking to you, Erin LaValle, that it just wasn't gonna happen at the other school. It just was not gonna happen. The things that she processed, the things that she valued, the books and ideas and movies and music that she listened to, it was different than her peers. And you guys made space for her in a way that space was not made. So she's alive because of you guys. And I will always be grateful to you. But on top of it, on top of her story, as somebody who's been in education, at-risk education for 24 years, this is education. Thinking independently, critically, outside the box. This is education. This is what all education should look like. Not getting answers right on a multiple choice test, but thinking independently, arriving at different conclusions, certainly, but thinking for yourself, by yourself. That's what it should be about. That's what we need to be creating in education. So God bless y'all. Thanks.
Mr. Zednik?
Appreciate Mr. Crunkleton opening up the school for us today, and appreciate our speakers. I don't know if this is going to be a Mr. Sedgwick thing, Mr. Lampman thing, but if we, quick request of Pavel speaks again, I think we need an adjustable. There's no comments, thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to board president comments. Thank you everyone for being here and for speaking. It's always wonderful coming to the different schools and seeing what's going on and hearing the testimonials from the different students and teachers, and it's just parents. It's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, and thank you, Powell. And, yeah. Not Eleanor, thank you. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you guys have done behind the scenes. You know, we've said it before, the reason that we're here is for the students. You know, we value all of our students, current, future, past. And we really appreciate all the hard work that you guys have put into this. And, you know, the reason that we're here is for the students. The reason that we're going for the bond tomorrow is for the students, so that we can have some great facilities. And so I thank you for all your hard work. Yeah, thank you. Announcements and other meetings. Tomorrow, May 5th, is Election Day, in case you were wondering. May 18th, 2026, we have a board meeting at Superior Hills at 5:30 in the library. June 1st is a celebration of the retirees and Teachers of the Year and Support Staff of the Year in the MSHS Library at 4:30 p.m. And I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Zednick, support by Mrs. Clip. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.